Have you ever, looked around your neighborhood, seen a decision made by a local council or maybe a school board, and just thought, the official explanation here really doesn't seem to match the reality on the ground?
Yeah, that happens a lot, actually.
Right. Well, today's deep dive is for anyone who has ever felt that exact disconnect. We are digging into the 209 Audit, which is a civic transparency project based right here in the Central Valley.
And it's really about uncovering how one resident's search for answers is building a blueprint for local accountability.
Exactly. And this blueprint, it's rooted in a pretty fundamental difference between what an institution says and what it actually does.
Yeah, so the project started with David Sicaros. Following his termination from the MUHSD, the Merced Union High School District, he found himself with a lot of questions.
Which is totally understandable.
Right, but informal conversations with the district just weren't yielding real answers about how decisions regarding his livelihood were actually being made.
Wait, I have to play devil's advocate here. Why go through the massive hassle of filing legal document requests?
Well,
Like, if the school board holds a public meeting or puts out an official statement, isn't that already on the record? You can just look at the minutes, right?
you'd think so, but minutes and statements are basically carefully crafted narratives.
Ah, okay.
An assurance from an official is not a fact. So David realized that to understand the mechanics of the decision, he had to see what was written in private.
Like, who received those messages?
Exactly. Who got the emails
Yeah.
and what underlying policies actually drove the actions.
Yeah.
He didn't just ask nicely, you know. He used formal public records requests.
Right, which completely changes the dynamic from, please tell me, to, by law, you are compelled to show me the paper trail.
Yeah.
And so the informal talk is basically just PR spam.
Basically, yeah.
Getting the actual emails is like throwing the red challenge flag in football and forcing them to show the instant replay footage.
I really like that analogy.
Because the replay doesn't care about the referee's interpretation, it just shows what actually happened.
The challenge, though, is that public institutions often really don't want you to see that footage.
Oh, I bet.
I mean, filing a request doesn't mean you magically get a neat stack of papers the next day.
Yeah.
There are delays, heavily redacted documents, and just these huge bureaucratic mazes.
Right, they make you jump through hoops.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But what started as one person trying to navigate a system that held power over his own career evolved into, well, basically a doctoral level project.
Wow.
Yeah, he calls it Activism with Receipts.
Activism with receipts, I love that. Because pulling a single record is hard enough, but cross-referencing hundreds of them to find a pattern is nearly impossible for a regular person.
Especially someone who already has a day job.
Yeah, exactly. And that is where the 209 audit turns from a personal quest into this regional engine. It doesn't just dump raw documents online.
Right, it actually builds a searchable web.
Yeah.
It forces systemic transparency, so you don't just see an isolated contract.
It connects everything.
Yeah, the audit connects a specific reference subject, like, say, a local vendor or a project, directly to the public record holder, which is the city, department, or agency involved.
Right.
It hosts the published documents so anyone can read the raw correspondence, and crucially, it tracks the current status of the inquiry.
Which means the public can see the exact bottlenecks in real time.
Yes.
Like, you can literally watch an agency stall on a request.
Exactly. You can see it happening. And it fundamentally changes the power dynamic. There's this powerful quote from the source material that really anchors this whole initiative.
Oh, yeah, let's hear it.
It says, records are one of the few tools ordinary people have to test whether a public institution is operating as it says it is.
That is so true. Because ordinary people just don't have the time to track all of this themselves.
Right.
Sicaros had to build an entire local infrastructure to basically translate those raw records into actual community leverage.
Yeah, and the ecosystem is really interesting. The 209 audit is the tracking engine, but you also have 209 media.
Right, the media side of it.
Yeah, which operates as the reporting and social media channel to actually tell the stories that are buried in those records.
Bring it all out into the open.
Exactly. And bringing it all together under one umbrella is 209 Connect.
Got it.
It bridges public information, leadership study, and local action. It proves you don't need to be a political insider to create leverage. You just need to find the right questions and, relentlessly use lawful tools.
So if you are listening right now and you care about the 209 region, the move here is to subscribe to 209 Connect and definitely follow 209 Media.
Highly recommend it.
And specifically, watch your inbox this Tuesday. They are releasing a brand new practical tool designed directly for community use.
Yeah, it's going to give you another way to navigate the systems that hold power over your daily life.
Which is huge. It takes the theory of accountability and hands you the actual tools to participate. Well, let's leave you with this to mull over as we wrap up today's deep dive. If public records are the ultimate objective tool ordinary citizens have to hold powerful institutions accountable, what happens when those communications migrate to encrypted apps, or get conveniently deleted, or are hidden behind exorbitant administrative fees?
That is a scary thought.
Right. When the instant replay footage goes missing, who exactly is auditing the auditors?